Oh my God, right up though. Oh my God, right up. Oh shit. Oh, joke slam. Oh shit, baby. Oh no. Oh shit. Baby. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so late on this, but Fibby did his thing, bro. Breakout star right here. He ain't even break a sweat. Or Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar sweaty as hell.
I'm not sure Obafemi can quite believe it, Wade. While the world is in shock, Obafemi took everything that Brock Lesnar could throw at him, including his F5. Brock Lesnar.
F5, a couple suplexes. City. He went to the city with it.
This guy Obafemi is done a little bit different to anything we've witnessed before. While 4 breaks later, Obafemi has just written his ticket to the very top of this industry right off the bat. Wow. I want you to look at the ring right now. I want you to look inside the ring right now as we see Obafemi making his way back up the ramp. Brock Lesnar is laid out. Brock Lesnar hasn't moved. Brock Lesnar was taken down by Femi tonight. Obafemi is everything he said he was. The ruler and destroyer, the bringer of war. This is the one we've waited for. We have to see this one more time here. I'm still in shock. The fall from grace from Obafemi to the beast Brock Lesnar. But who the hell in history has thrown Brock Lesnar's body around with ease like Obafemi? Paul Heyman in complete shock. Lesnar's the man who ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak in WrestleMania. But Obafemi has slayed the beast tonight. Obafemi, ladies and gentlemen, is the next big thing.
Oh shit, is Brock hanging it up? Look, he taking his gloves off. Oh fuck, he's hanging it up, bro. Wow. I knew he was gonna take his shoes and fucking gloves off, bro. He's hanging it up. You will never see Brock Lesnar again. It's the end of a fucking era, bro. And you kind of knew it was gonna happen like this too. Wow. Brock is hanging it up. Only person left from that era that's wrestling in WrestleMania tonight is CM Punk. So we need to see CM Punk do the same thing. I was wrong about Randy Orton last night. I don't even want to jinx Roman Reigns, man. Like, and Brock did it his way. Wow, we gotta shout that out, Brock. Okay. Mm. Wow, Brock is done. Wow. Who's gonna come up from under the stage today? I think it's gonna be Trick Williams.
Max out. He's a credit.
I think it's gonna be Trick Williams.
And his credit score pays the
Whoop that Trick, man. Whoop that Trick.
No, he should only use 30% or less. Because using his
Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick.
Don't be like Max out. Instead, learn how to avoid the records at creditrecords.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
What in the world are you thinking? Eugene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
And then it got evil in there, man. You know, as soon as I saw Mean Gene's nose get split open, and I plugged into that crowd, my mind says, screw the audience.
All this crap in the ring represents these fans out here. I did everything for the charities. I did everything for the kids. And the reception I got when I came out here, you fans get stick in butter.
I think deep down inside, there's parts of him that just wanted to let people know what he really thought. Well, great. There's so much heat, it was incredible. I looked at people in the eyes that were 5 feet away from me. They wanted to kill me. They had blood coming out of their eyeballs. They were so mad at me. I knew I could just rule. I could rule the business.
This right here is the future of wrestling.
You should call this the new world order of wrestling, brother. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I remember him sitting me down saying, like, all the red and yellow stuff, the good guy stuff, that's out the window. I'm gonna be a bad guy now.
There we go. Ever see that?
And thought he was crazy.
Oh, doesn't work anymore.
He said, where are my black boots? Do I have any black leather boots? I have to go see if I have black boots. So I go in his closet. I'm like digging around. I'm like, these? They're like 100 years old from like 1965. He's like, yeah, those.
You better get going.
I'm done. I'm right on time. I got 2 hours.
I give him a pair of my black leggings. He's like, yeah, that's it. Puts the belt around him. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Nothing was ever the same after that. If Hulk Hogan can turn heel, then anything can happen.
Hope was trying to fit into this new world, this new society, and it worked tremendously.
He has one of the greater changes in all the history of our industry. My gosh.
It flips everything. Holster was young out of anger. Was the shit, you know. He was the dude.
You know, the cheap shots and that dastardly evil type character like a Batman villain. He wasn't afraid to break the rules, take over the announcer's table.
He's yelling at old ladies. He's phenomenal.
I don't have to play by any rules. It's Hollywood. I can lie, cheat, lie right to your face and get away with it. I'm a bad guy.
Stewie, you are an absolute legend. Remember when he showed us how to get around the firewall? He's so good at doctoring receipts. Am I right? Business expenses. And who knew AI can make it look like you're in the office? Yeah. Vince, have a Snickers.
Snickers satisfies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Intercontinental Championship is hanging high above the ring. This is a six-pack ladder match. You climb the ladder, you grab the title, you become the Intercontinental Champion. Already here in the ring, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee Rusev is prowling outside the ring as we get set for some incredible action.
Okay, ladder match. Oh, Rey Mysterio came out the ground. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at his suit. Looks awesome. Oh shit. This boy got the
The legendary Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio.
damn, what's the boy?
6 wins all
He got,
time.
oh man, I forgot the dude name. Deadpool. He got the Deadpool set on. 619 Deadpool. Oh shit, they done brought Ray back from the dead. Oh shit.
Including 2006 one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history when Rey Mysterio won the World Championship in a triple threat here at WrestleMania.
They ain't even give nobody else that respect though. they ain't even show their walkouts or nothing. They like, oh, it's too much. Y'all just go out there. Probably the people that's live there are getting it, but not us.
Dominic Mysterio.
Bouncy.
The young LG. Number 3 star. His first WrestleMania, his first ever ladder match. And if he wins, he'd be the youngest man to ever win a championship at WrestleMania. What a future Javon Evans had. Oh, man, just 21 years old. It's almost unheard of to have this much success in the men's division without the body even reaching full athletic maturity. We're still figuring out just how good Javon Evans can be.
You don't get no wins in me class.
Tonight, at WrestleMania, there will be
Oh shit.
there will be
Look at Panta.
Potato, soy, penta.
Oh my god, he's putting on the shredder outfit. Oh my gosh. Penta the shredder.
Versus Shao Kahn. Versus Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Shao Kahn.
Continental champion.
Oh, my bad. Look like Shredder to me.
It was Penta's idea to have a ladder match for his championship at WrestleMania. Well, I'll tell you right now, that is an absolutely terrible idea. If you
Look at Wade.
at best, you have a 1 in 6 chance of winning this damn thing. So hard to strategize in a ladder match. They call this a car crash style of match.
Oh shit. So he dressed up as the final fucking boss.
So there's a lot of people are gonna get hurt in this.
Mortal Kombat. He repping Mortal Kombat and WWE has been in Street Fighter.
Championship. Well, this is an absolute
Wow.
from the word go. It favors the nimble and talk about nimble. Nimble really describes 5 of the 6 competitors in there tonight, and Rusev
3 of them got on masks. You don't even know who they is.
Rusev has been in the ladder match before, in 2018, Money in the Bank, but he could be the wild card in this whole thing. Yeah, that's the thing. His path to victory here is not being found.
Damn, they fucking JD up.
It's ranking every body in the match and taking it strong to the top.
God damn, he done got it from the balls to the motherfucking head.
Rey Mysterio's been his mentor.
Wow.
Rey Mysterio gifted a mask to Dragon Lee many years ago. He called Dragon Lee the future of Lucha Libre. This is the first time that Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio have ever been opponents, and he couldn't wait for tonight. Well, he's been Penta his time with that crew, but all bets have to be off here. It's about the gold. Man up and apologize later. And Penta and Dragon Lee now. They're turn the ladder, so to speak.
Oh, shit.
Well, it was a smart move taking Rusev out and then going back to your one-on-one business, or maybe not. Well, that didn't work out well. Rusev, okay, he's in a mood. Well, this is an absolute brute of a human being. Get out of there, Wade. He's in a mood tonight. Well, Rusev told me a couple of days ago he is feeling buoyant right now. He said he's climbed the ladder of life. And by the way, this is your fault, your fault, Marcelo. Oh!
I don't know how Rusev gonna deal with all these high flyers, man.
Flies underneath the ladder.
Cause you gotta imagine everybody in this match is a high flyer. See? Got Jerron. Don't put that little ass ladder up there, bro. That's like the smallest ladder you can ever do. You know you ain't going nowhere.
And Dragon Lee, such a joy to watch.
Dragon Lee, please don't put that shit up.
Really the embodiment of Lucha's spirit. Student and mental finally about to throw down. Here we go. Dragon Lee, he told me I'm not going to take it easy on Ray tonight, but mentor or not. Nor should he. You want to be at the top in this game, you have to be all covered. Here we go. Ray Mysterio. And right now, sending Dragon Lee into position. Right for the 619, Dragon Lee ducked underneath and caught him with a super.
Wow. This is going to be a good match, I think.
His mentor, as well as anybody, knew exactly what was coming in next.
All right. Somebody thinking with their brain. Rusev was bringing in the big ladder. Even Dragon Lee put the fucking ladder up and it's like, oh, shit. this ladder is nowhere near big enough. I'm like 5 foot.
And Javon Evans, welcome to the big time, kid. This is exactly what Rusev needs to do. Forget the highlight reel stuff. Just smash.
You need this big fucking ladder. That's what you need.
A great stage for ladder matches over the years. Remember the first ever at WrestleMania?
Look at JD. Okay.
BK.
JD slapping the shit out of Rusev.
See it from JD McDonough, one of the smallest.
Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bye, JD.
But perhaps intelligence would indicate you should stay
Like, ooh.
of this Bulgarian brute.
Yeah. I see. God damn.
To grab the title. And Rusev may be cruising to victory here. He's a fingertip away. And now Penta looking to keep his championship.
They all in red, too. Penta, Dragon Lee, and fucking Rey Mysterio.
Getting broken.
Some gang shit going on.
Oh! That is not a landing. The massive frame of Rusev is designed to be taken. That was a bulldog.
Jerron.
Now Javon.
Oh, how the fuck he get... Oh, what the fuck? I'm rooting for Jerron.
Penta. JD McDonough running interference. Well, that was that smart analytical presence of McDonough we talked about before. You got a head.
Why would he sit it over there? Like, you clearly can't reach the fucking belt.
Kidneys. And now Evans to McDonough. Gonna climb the ladder. Looking to win the gold. Oh, just fingertips away. Here we go. McDonough might have this. And the shudder will think. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is he alive? Well, that was human skittle. Somehow McDonough landing on his feet, and that has ended up rather favorable for the Irishman. How's McDonough still in this after it took a backdrop on his head on the ladder? And now McDonough quickly up the ladder. Javon Evans, top rope.
Don't see. What the fuck? Oh my God, bro.
Pouncing, looking to capitalize. Speed of
Who's gonna stop him?
movement.
Ray's gonna stop him. I knew it. Look at Ray creeping up. Oh!
A sandwich board in the ladder by Ray.
619 like this?
This time it's steal for good measure. And Ray's got a chance. Ray's got a chance.
Ray's gonna put up the little belt, the little ladder. I'm about to say.
He said this last week that
Look, he's trying to pick the ladder up. Little ass Ray.
This is the moment. He just takes so much time to set that ladder up in a Javon Evans and just leapfrogged Mysterio trying to climb the ladder. Well, they call him bouncy for a reason, Cole. Mysterio still going strong at this age is incredible. Penta now with a super kick. Rey Mysterio. Oh, and he took out Rey. Mountain of Youth some time ago. And using Javon Evans as a weapon.
Oh, she's like, whatever you thinking. Take this ladder to the back.
Flying first, will not help the agility.
Oh shit. All right, he took out Ray. He took out Ray.
You've served your purpose now. You can't defend yourself and you're hooked on the ladder.
He took out Ray's legs.
Set flying by Dragon Lee, who's been spectacular tonight. Yeah. I love this new level of aggression from a Dragon Lee. Well, he's seen the success of other luchadors, and he wants some for himself. He's won 10 gold before. He might be about to grab the Intercontinental, but denied by Rusev. Yeah, the Bulgarian proved planting Dragon Lee. Man, what a fast-paced, vicious matchup for the Intercontinental title. How impressive is Rusev here, King?
Yeah, the new Rusev is just amazing.
Denied by Penta.
He looks. Look. Why do they keep doing this? Why do they keep moving the ladder from?
Rusev, his first
Oh.
WrestleMania.
He ain't got no intentions on grabbing that ladder right now. He got intentions on hurting somebody. And Mr. Evans is about to get really hurt.
Instrument of destruction.
Really hurt. Oh!
Who tastes it? And Javon Evans hooked up in a rather ugly fashion there.
Have you seen a ladder match?
Yes, I have.
He like, come on, kid.
Absolutely zero. What does it feel like? Well, 2015 for the Intercontinental Championship.
You know you ain't nowhere near that bitch.
Severe pain, and my body never feeling quite right ever again. I was also relieved of the goal on that occasion. What did you drink? Oh! Penta. And Penta again. When it's a small thing, you've got to team up against the bigger, stronger athlete. Penta discussing tactics with Ray. And now Rey Mysterio launched. Oh my goodness! And the Rusev collapsing the ladder, breaking the ladder in half. Mysterio taking out Rusev. A West Coast pop over the top through the body of Rusev. Mysterio's face hitting the steel at the same time. Take another look at this. But look at the face of Mysterio eating the steel on the way down. I'm astounded he's still moving. Rusev is done now. He's out of this one for sure. There are bodies everywhere as Penta looks to keep his title. Rey Mysterio intercepts. And this is everything is advertised.
That's still not lined up with that belt.
As it gets here in WWE, but with a prize so great, it's worth it for these athletes. Rey Mysterio looks better than ever. This is absolutely incredible. He won his world title at WrestleMania 20 years ago, Ray. Well, we've been watching this guy for 30 years at this point. Bang, 619. And there's no slowing down, looking as good as ever. And now Ray, gonna climb the ladder. Can you imagine this moment?
He's nowhere near the belt, though.
WrestleMania, Dragon Lee now, trying to thwart his mentor, his longtime friend. And now Dragon trying to reach out and grab the belt. And that small frame of Dragon Lee, I mean, Mysterio is not helping here. Simply don't have the limb.
Come on, Javon Evans.
As it swings.
Let's go.
The fight up there. And Ray now using the ladder as a weapon. Dragon Lee knocked down. Ray had a chance. It's Ray's for the taking now. And Ray now, he kicks right to the face of Dragon Lee. Mysterio still trying to hang on. Thinks twice about it. Gonna get, oh no! Impressive power there. Dragon Lee told me the Hall of Famer AJ Styles gifted him the Styles Clash for the rest of his career. They held 10 gold together recently and almost inches away from Intercontinental gold now. And now it's JD McDonough, who's long been a thorn in the side of Dragon Lee from the Judgment Day. And McDonough looking to win gold. The entire body of these superstars must be on fire. What are you cooking up here, JD?
Oh, shit.
As high risk as it gets, but it paid off for JD McDonough.
Nuh-uh, you see Javon right over there.
Take another look at this high wrist.
Javon right over there. He's looking to slide in and fucking climb that ladder. You know, he bouncy.
Process. JD McDonough took a ton out of himself.
Over 50,000 tonight, and they're raucous. They're alive in Las Vegas for WrestleMania Sunday. And maybe the moment that JD McDonough has waited years for, an opportunity to win at WrestleMania. And Penta now climbing the ladder.
I'll tell you right now, fighting like this on top of a ladder never ends well. Somebody is going to take a nasty drop here. That thing wobbles all over the place.
Penta slowly climbing to the top. JD McDonough now hooking the Intercontinental Champion. There's a ladder just below them, folks. There's a ladder just below them. It looks like McDonough was looking for some sort of suplex.
And Penta was clinging on for dear life, smartly so, and has now got the upper hand here.
No. Not from there.
Yeah, the only one that could stretch him and get that belt comfortably is Javon. Look, he at the end of the motherfucker. Look, they telling him, get your ass up there, boy. Get up there. Get up there.
Onto a steel ladder.
I told McDonough earlier today, don't do anything stupid, kid. That wasn't his fault. That was all Penta.
Make yourself a champion.
Make yourself history tonight, Javon.
Rusev, the only one. Get that shit. Get that shit. Hurry up, bro. Just take the fucking belt off, bro.
This position.
But he can certainly drop down.
Wow. That was his right there.
The top open to the floor right in front of us.
Nobody's body is cooperating with them at this
How the
point.
hell is this everybody?
Showing wounds of war.
How is Rusev moving?
Rusev has insane abilities of Javon Evans dropping Rusev once again, and Javon Evans, whose body has been turned to mush, has the ability to win this whole
Penta back in there.
Desperately to protect this championship. Mexican inspired the winner to Evans. And Penta is incredible. Where does he come up with this stuff?
It's just instinctive. This guy has freakish abilities. It's why the world has fallen in love with the current Intercontinental Champion may well be about to retake.
20 years to get here. 20 years to win the Intercontinental Championship. Penta on top of the ladder.
Yeah, he got it.
Trying to win the title. Penta still on top of the ladder.
Damn. Penta retains. Cody Rhodes retains. Did they never even had a tag team, any tag team titles up.
Man, in this match tonight. I mean, you think about what JD McDonough.
No tag team titles on the line for WrestleMania, and that's a little weird to me. I never experienced a WrestleMania without a tag team title.
Rusev, the biggest man in the match. How
Actually, I think I have. When the Usos lost the
Getting bouncy with Javon Evans.
undisputed tag team titles. I think it was like the SmackDown before WrestleMania or some dumb shit.
Bodies through this still. I mean, the entire match was a highlight reel. Did a hell of a job to kick it down. This was a West Coast bomb that took out Rusev and almost Rey Mysterio too. And then this JD McDonough Spanish fly from up above to not have landed more perfectly. And then a Mexican destroyer to JD McDonough, and McDonough may never be the same again after that. And here's one of those OG cutters that will live in infamy forever, as Rusev was dropped for good in this match.
But in the end, the Intercontinental Champion, the spectacular Penta, the man that has taken WWE by storm, does it again, retains the Intercontinental title in a ladder match for the ages.
I mean, just wreckage everywhere you look, both human and steel. It's going to take a while to clean up this mess, but Penta does not care. Penta going home with a goal won't feel a single wound right now, just buzzing with adrenaline. And I'd say this Las Vegas audience loves everything they're seeing.
Again, Penta wins the Intercontinental title, but also tonight on ESPN, the shocker of all shockers. I had absolutely no idea what to think here when Ola Femi, the ruler, went face to face with the Beast. And it was a bold race for Ola Femi that would take out Brock Lesnar. Here in WWE, but what followed this matchup, if that wasn't shock enough, Wayne, the greatest combat athlete in the history of the planet, that man Brock Lesnar, shocked all of us. He took off his boots, he took off his gloves, and he seemingly said goodbye to not just 50,000 plus in Las Vegas tonight, but to the world who is watching this moment. And in the moment, Wayne, you and I were just so taken aback that we didn't quite know how to take it. We didn't quite know what to say, but it is pretty apparent that Brock Lesnar has called it a career here tonight. And I just want to personally say, if that is it, I was here in the beginning. I was here for Brock Lesnar's first match ever. I was here for his championships and everything that this man accomplished. And all I can say is thank you to Brock Lesnar, one of the most spectacular superstars that we've ever had here in WWE.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Cole, I'm gonna wait till I get the official word, but what we saw in the ring from Brock Lesnar only means one thing in this industry. It means goodbye. It means the beast has been slain. I'm not ready for that. The world, I don't think, is ready for that. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to pump the brakes until we get an official word from his camp. Once the emotions calm down, things can change. But I don't.
So, you know what? You know, for us, what is real? Ola Femi.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on ESPN. We're heading to the ESPN app with the unlimited plan, and these matches are still to come, including our main event, Punk and Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Again, Netflix internationally, ESPN app with the unlimited plan. We're coming back to Vegas. Oh, hell yeah. What a start.
On the 8th, the summer begins with combat.
It's called Mortal Kombat for a reason.
Damn. Will definitely die. Get tickets now. Mortal Kombat 2, rated R, May 8th.
In later years, every time Hulk told a story, Andre gains 100 pounds. For those who believe, it's like when St. Paul had his epiphany on the road to Damascus. When Jesus rose from the dead.
What are they gonna think?
recall of it. It was the first time I've ever been in the ring, not knowing what was going to happen. Oh, man, I love you to death, brother. Let me tell you something. Thank you so much, man, for helping me out all these years. That was the conversation. And he looked pissed. He just looks like a rabid, great white shark like he's going to tear me apart.
The storyline is no one had body slammed Andre the Giant. It's impossible.
I said, well, I'm dead. He's going to kill me. And you talk about who's the greatest, the greatest is, was, or ever will be, or greatest in the world. I challenge anybody in this business to do one move better than mine. Which is at some time, get this signature, do whatever side kick you want to do, whatever suplex you want to do, whatever twirling, twisty thing off the top rope. And I did. We'll go forever.
After that, I told him, you're never going to be Cherry Bollea again, Hulk. When you walk out there with that headband on, it's not a Cherry Bollea, it's Hulk Hogan. And that's the way the people see you.
He became the legend, the myth. Hulk Hogan, the immortal one.
The power of Hulkamania made us push everything else aside and escape into this marvelous movie.
Hulk Hogan turned out to be more real than anything anyone ever thought it would be. It turned out to be who Hulk Hogan turned out to be more real than anything anyone ever thought it would be. It turned out to be who
Tiffy time never ends, huh? Well, more Chumba time for me. Give Daddy those gold coins.
Undisputed Chumba Champion has arrived. Give me that tablet.
I'm gonna get on the Chumba belt. Bye.
Kind of like the one Damien took from you.
Oh, chill, guys. Now that Chumba's on board, there's enough gold coins for everyone.
All I can say is what a start to WrestleMania Sunday. Me and Wade Barrett were jumping around here at ringside during both the Brock match and, of course, the ladder match, and we still have plenty more to come here tonight on the ESPN app here, Unlimited Plan in the States, and, of course, Netflix internationally. But right now, let's take a look back at last night's main event. This is a mug highlight of the night.
WrestleMania Top Dog Highlight of the Night is brought to you by Mug Root, the official root beer of the WWE. There's no better way to celebrate Who Had That Coffee like enjoying the cold, creamy, delicious Mug Root beer.
Club WWE is the ultimate insider membership program designed to bring fans closer to WWE than ever before through exclusive access, rewards, and experiences, maybe an experience with you. If you're interested in becoming a founding member, you can join the waitlist now by visiting WWE.com/club WWE.
Everywhere I go, I do the same thing. If you want to be closer to this, that's exactly why we built Club WWE. This is everything WWE. Brought closer to you. Your one ultimate membership. Join the waitlist now and become the ultimate insider.
In Las Vegas tonight, the celebrities are out, as they always are, for WrestleMania, including the Mexican singer J.O.P. here tonight at ringside. And speaking of singing, probably the greatest producer in the history of music, that man, Rick Rubin, is here tonight, massive WWE fan. From the Detroit Lions, Jameer Gibbs is here once again tonight, enjoying WrestleMania. How about the legend, the UFC legend, Daniel Cormier, here tonight at ringside? And what a performance of our national anthem tonight by none other than Joe Jonas. Absolutely great way to kick off WrestleMania. Still plenty more to come here on WrestleMania Sunday, including we learned on the Countdown Show from our general manager, Adam Pearce. This is now a street fight, Wade.
While Dirty Dom had no interest whatsoever fighting the Demon, his former Judgment Day colleague, he certainly didn't want him in a street fight. Well, Adam Pearce has made it happen. Demon versus Dominic, street fight later tonight.
Also tonight, Rhea Ripley looks to win her 4th World Championship, but that's the woman who stands in her way. The Storm, Jade Cargill, defending the WWE Women's title tonight against Rhea Ripley. And our main event tonight, Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Two men competing for the World Heavyweight Championship, two of the greatest of all time, with major simmering hatred for over 10 years. Finally, they collide for the big one in our main event for the World Heavyweight title.
Are you ready for the United States Championship?
I'm ready for everything here at WrestleMania. What a way we've started this show.
They're not happy with Sami Zayn. Let's cut to the chase, Wade. Carmelo Hayes, who defended the United States Championship for months, had become a fan favorite on Friday Night SmackDown. Sami Zayn won the championship, costing Carmelo a shot at WrestleMania. The fans were none too happy.
Well, they were not too happy because pivotal in Sami Zayn winning said championship from Carmelo Hayes, the workhorse who's blown all our minds lately, was the fact that Trick Williams got involved in the match, inadvertently punched Carmelo Hayes, which led to an opening for Sami Zayn to grab gold and win it, take what was thought to be Melo's spot here at WrestleMania. But I'll tell you right now, Sami Zayn should not care about that. The mission is simple: get to Mania and win gold.
Well, Sami's learning. Life doesn't reward good deeds, correct?
Absolutely right. That's been the motto of my entire career.
It rewards results. And Sami Zayn bought into that, and now he finds himself holding the United States Championship. Remember his moment back at WrestleMania 40, the night that he knocked off Gunther to win the Intercontinental title? Who could forget?
Here we go now. Here we go now. Where's my remote? A remote, man. Let's get the remote.
You gonna tell us this is your guy?
I spent the day with him. He has no idea who you are. Stop that. Stop that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no surprise why we got here today on this Sunday to witness a live spectacle, a real-time blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance in Las Vegas and the millions watching at home, I give to you the anointed one, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, Trick Williams. And this United States Championship match tonight is presented by Knox Hydration.
Get my man this title.
The man
You know what I'm saying?
WWE by storm. Whether you want
Huh?
attitude or you don't.
Huh? Huh? Yeah.
You're looking
Yeah.
at $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoop that trick.
Oh my God, that's part of his jacket.
That is a train, I believe you call it.
All right, thanks. Yo, Lorenta. You were one of those in your lane, didn't you?
I think that was my wife who had that.
See, and it's here. And we're at top. Trick Willie. What do you call it? Trick Willie Mania?
Well, Trick Willie is floating in here looking like a cloud, and he'll float out on cloud number 9 if he wins the gold here, Cole.
Oh, yeah, this is what bothers Sami Zayn. All of these theatrics, this fanfare, but to Sammy's point, Trick hasn't done anything at this level yet.
Nothing wrong with fanfare, nothing wrong with little pizzazz. That is what has connected with this packed-out stadium in the WWE Universe around the world.
This is for the United States Championship. And you have to wonder what the first ever United States champion, the late great Harley Race, would think about someone like Trick Williams.
Whoop that trick.
Here he is.
Whoop
I told you,
that
man.
trick.
Lil Yachty. I told you.
Believe it, I got a handshake from Lil
Yeah, I
Yachty,
know,
so I
but
guess he's my guy too. All right, Michael Cole, stop
He
posting.
doesn't know you. Here we go. Sami Zayn, Trick Williams for the United States Championship.
Oh man, polar opposites, a vet versus a relative rookie, a salt of the earth personality versus an egomaniac.
And Sammy now takes down Trick Williams. Who do you call egomaniac?
Opposite Trick Williams, he loves himself and the world loves him too. No problem with that ego.
But Sammy's got a bit of change in demeanor as of late as well.
So I want to talk about that because Sami Zayn has had a disastrous 2026 up until a couple of weeks ago when he won gold. To me though, that is putting a band-aid over the cracks. And if Sami Zayn loses gold tonight, where the hell will he spiral to?
Yeah, Trick Williams, hot start in his career as a two-time NXT champion. He was a one-time TNA World Champion, NXT North American Champion as well as Sammy. Sends him over the top rope to the floor.
Think about this. Sami Zayn is pretty much the last 10 years of WWE, and what is anticipated to be the next 10 years of WWE is Trick Williams.
And look at how quickly Trick Williams gets back into the ring with a wicked clothesline. And now another one to Sami Zayn. And here comes Williams.
Here's the brilliance of Trick Williams. His speed of learning this industry has been faster than pretty much anyone I have ever seen. A nice Trick slap.
Breaker. Sammy went for the Blue Thunder Bomb, and Trick Williams countered first with the Cyclone boot, and then with that neck breaker.
Yeah, the biggest stage of Trick's career, and he is not backing down. He didn't come here to belong. He came here to take over.
And this man started in football, American football, Wade. He was a two-time letterman at the University of South Carolina. A walk-on athlete walked out of the team, cover off the bookend, and a kick out at 2, paying homage to the great Hall of Famer Booker T, who's been very influential in the career of Trick Williams.
We're talking about Zayn having a massive experience advantage both in years and under the WrestleMania spotlight, and he's going to need all of that here.
Blue Thunder Bomb, cover to retain. And it looks like Williams was going for that trick shot, jumping knee, and Sammy was able to defend.
Well, they've pretty much all gone Trick's way, and this is where the questions start to come in for a younger competitor who's less experienced at this level. When things stop going your way, where's your resilience? Where's your mindset? How's your psyche going to handle this?
The referee in this matchup, Jason Ayers, backing the champion Sami Zayn off. Remember, Sami Zayn has the advantage. Trick's got to pin or submit him here tonight. And Sami Zayn now unloading on Williams, a bit uncharacteristic for Sammy.
Well, certainly there are advantages to being the champ. There's also an advantage to having a little Yachty on the outside as your hype man. And as we've seen on SmackDown the past couple of weeks, doesn't mind getting physical at times too. Zayn's got to be aware of that.
Little Yachty checking on his guy, and Sami Zayn now outside the ring. Yachty going to turn around. Oh, and it's Zayn now.
Well, Zayn has taken some shots from Yachty, as I just mentioned, and that is your payback.
Zayn's talked a lot about ride or die. Those are the fans that have been with him in the beginning through thick and thin, and then still stick with him. Yachty is driven into the barricade.
Well,
Fucking Yachty up.
do have an advantage on the outside. That advantage has now gone away, and it truly is one-on-one, and Trick looks to be in major trouble now.
Sami Zayn now, the killer instinct, driving Trick into the post. This is what Sammy had to do. Take Trick and the crowd completely out of this.
Oh, Trick Williams at this point looks lost.
Oh! Well, remember, Trick Williams being on the grand stage of WrestleMania, a new thing for him. Sami Zayn has had some very successful WrestleManias over the years.
You have so much adrenaline and excitement coming into your first WrestleMania as that.
Oh, no! Brainbuster on the apron, a brainbuster to Williams.
And that is absolutely devastating. Trick Williams is landing high and tight right on the back of the neck, the back of the head.
And I got to say, Wade, you've been following the Sammy story for weeks now on SmackDown. This is a much different Sami Zayn than I'm accustomed to.
Well, it had to be. Sami Zayn was taking too many L's. Sami Zayn was getting made a mockery of by people like Trick Williams, who's taunted him, called him the gingerbread man, told him he has no star appeal. Well, guess what? Sami Zayn has a hell of a lot in the tank. He might not look like the prototypical star like a Trick Williams, but boy oh boy can he fight.
Sami Zayn measuring Williams down, riding Williams to the barricade with a boot. You think Sammy not having an opportunity, well, he's had the opportunities, but hasn't been able to cash in on a world championship, finally sent him over the edge?
Well, that's where it all went wrong at Royal Rumble earlier this year against the then champ Drew McIntyre. Lost the opportunity for gold, sank, and suddenly has turned things around in a big way.
I just want to point out that Sammy was pointing to his knee pads. That's where the ride or die is painted on them.
It was made it clear people don't. Camera's getting high here. What is
Oh, Trick Williams falling down now. And the official goes to a count out here at 8, a count of 9. Trick Williams barely beats the count into the ring. Barely.
It might might be right for the pickings now, and Sami Zayn knows that. We're talking about the ride or dies, and referee, and we saw this a couple of weeks ago with Carmelo Hayes. Little distraction there from the referee who's trying to check on Trick Williams, and no hesitation to pounce there from Sami Zayn.
Say what it is. It's a cheap shot.
It's a smart shot in my book, and plenty of people have done this too. And this is how he beat Carmelo Hayes.
Sami Zayn with Williams coming up in the corner. Zayn looking for an Aluma kick to put Trick Williams away. And now little Yanni from behind. Hanging Zayn up top rope. Bang! Cover! Almost have. With the referee's back turn, Lil Yanni back from the dead, almost winning it for Trick Williams. One shot didn't do it. The second was no cover. Drag himself to his feet, went with a trick shot. Sami Zayn from behind. Rolls up Williams, shoulders down, kick out of 2 by Trick.
Such incredible speed of thought from Sami Zayn.
Exploder into the corner. And now Sami's got Williams exactly where he wants it.
The hype is temporary, but class is permanent, and Sami Zayn is class through and through from bell to bell.
Zayn measuring his man across the ring. Trick shot! Trick shot! Oh, no! Trick shot!
There we go. Yeah, that trick. Whoop that trick. This fits him. This fits him. Whoop that trick.
The emotions running with Trick Willie Mania reigns supreme. The new United States champion.
Trick Williams is officially anointed with the gold. This is where Sami Zayn was going in for the kill, and Lil Guilty had been dropped earlier. Behind the referee's back, open it up with his big old boot to the face. Just a millisecond away from victory, but Sami Zayn, we know how deep he can dig. One exploder suplex later, and it was Sami's for the taking. Lining up for that Haluma kick that has done so much damage, but simply beating it to the punch with that trick shot. Knee pad down.
Monday night, we see Trick Williams come out with his belt.
As we have seen tonight at WrestleMania,
He might give Bello a shot. I don't know, but
the future WWE. Over 30 promotions around
him and his girl got titles. And I must say, AJ Lee lost her title. CM Punk loses his title. Fuck. Oh, excuse me. But CM Punk loses his title.
watching his son.
I don't see it no other fuck. I don't see it no other way. You know what I mean?
Whose world has just imploded, but tonight it is all about Trick Williams and his lemon pepper steppers that are going to be stepping out of Las Vegas carrying 10 pounds extra. Namely, the United States Championship. Little assist from Lil Yachty there. Your guy.
The rest of the spare is a face of Sami Zayn. There was a temporary reprieve for a couple of weeks, but Sami won the United States title. But Sami
I'm happy for Trick Williams, man. I really felt he was gonna get this belt.
are exposed once again, but Trick Williams doesn't. He's the champ.
And you can't even say it was Lil Yachty involvement neither, because they tried that and that shit ain't work. But you know, Usos should have got their belt back this WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? They should have got them belts back. Instead, they had a fucking I Show Speed match. And I Show Speed Logan Paul match. What? You kind of ticked me off with that. Especially how Jey Uso and Cameron got into it too. Come on, man. Them belts was, that's probably why everything happened the way it happened, because Uso was supposed to get them belts back WrestleMania. Them belts should have been on the line with everybody involved. still,
These figures.
even though it was a 6-man tag, 6-man tag. And let's make things right when we give Roman back the title also.
WrestleMania Sunday. Still to come.
Give Roman back his title, man. Commercial break. Let me let me do something.
In gears now.
For decades, one stage has defined greatness. Icons were made here. Legacies were built here. This is WrestleMania.
He was intriguing, and they wanted to see more.
Just show up in the main event everywhere we go. The character didn't really have a persona, other than he was big and nasty and mean.
Everybody gets out scared. And then beat me, this great beat me. Every week on TV. I want the best now. All these superstars. They've been hiding in the eye of the storm, brother. I've been whipping everybody out here.
As I was becoming more popular, all the promoters, they said, "You're look as big as you are. You need to be in New York." Madison Square Garden is the epitome of wrestling. And those McMahon Sr. who called. And he wants you to come to New York. So I went up there. And Vince McMahon's collecting coins, looking at me. "I want you to come to work for me. Work nothing at main events. And draw money all over the world." I said, "Oh, really?" First off, I would change the name. And I said, "What is a Hulk Hogan? What does that mean?" And back in the day, my dad gave him his name. He was just a big kid, and my dad, of course, being Irish, decided Hogan, that's a great name. So why not Hulk Hogan? It was alliterative, so let's go with that. Vince, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, okay, I'll think about it.
Vince's Madison Square Garden debut. The Incredible
The very first match that Hulk Hogan ever had in Madison Square Garden was with yours truly, Ted DiBiase. When Hulk and I had that match, Vince McMahon Sr. came to me and he said, "We have really high hopes for this guy. I really want you to get him as best you can. Putting someone over means he's going to win." And I said, "You got it, boss." He was brand new. He was obviously just still learning. But my job was to make him look really good. When we first locked up, he powers up. I back up into the corner like, oh my gosh. I'm trying to convey to the people that, what do I have to do to get this guy down? For this to be the forefront of the wrestling business, the main event in Madison Square Garden, the beginning of a whole new era, I thought I had arrived.
TBT. In this game, there is no luck. Luck, it's for losers. It's unlike any place in the world. It's not a place, it's a destination. WrestleMania, 42 years, over 400 matches. And now, history is what you make of it. WWE 2K26, the show never stops.
And the celebrities are out tonight. And I got one question. How the hell is the 49ers tight end George Kittle still functioning today after the Bears he was drinking yesterday at WrestleMania? And next to him, of course, from the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm begging Tyrese to have a sip of the beer. Nice. Tony Hinchcliffe is here. Monday on Netflix, Kill Tony, that was recorded last night here in Las Vegas. And also Block. Block Beach is tonight in Las Vegas. The party tickets still available at blockbeach.com.
Anything you can do, Kittle, I can do better, or maybe not. That was a light sick. I'm a bit disappointed, Gronk.
Oh, yes! You know, if we go tonight, we're going to have to do this.
We should go. That's the credit card. We'll put it right now. You can make a chicken again.
The following is a street fight. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
Dirty Dime, baby. Yeah. 30. Oh shit, he comes out with the king's chair. Look like it's made out of straight cardboard, but look like it could have been it could have been gold or something. Like it could have been a little spectacular.
Well, Dominic Mysterio calls himself the King of the Luchadors, hence the throne.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is the Relay champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Significance of the silver mask. No, he's not paying homage to the great luchador Santo, who everyone believes may be the greatest luchador of all time. Dominic Mysterio took the mask off with a grimace. He's the greatest luchador of all time. In his mind, the jacket and boots he's wearing tonight, tribute to the great Pedro Aguayo. And Dominic Mysterio now heads into a street fight against the Demon.
A street fight he wanted no part of against an opponent he wanted no part of the contract.
Dom done went and got a gang. he done put together a 6'9" gang.
Adam Pearce has pulled the rug out of the, from underneath the greatest.
Because they all dressed in attire.
They're not.
So,
Rises to the occasion.
you know they ready to get it in.
Adam Pearce made this a street fight where there are no rules. It wouldn't be a pinfall or submission.
Like any one of them can come out.
Dirty Dom
Look at them all in attire.
is squeezed Liv Morgan won World Championship gold while the star-crossed lovers You'll have a magnificent.
He got all the AAA dudes, all the AAAers.
Who got right in the face? It was superb. He can play quarterback better than the Jets quarterbacks anyway.
I don't know what this liquid is that's all over me that was under this mask, whether it's sweat.
Championship juice.
Great. This is what I need. Dominic's juice.
A lot of people want some of Dominic's juice. He's a real Mario, and believe me, winning matchup against a mortal nemesis, a former clubmate in the
A
judgment
lot of people want Dominic's juice.
weekend.
And quickly.
His opponent, the Demon, Finn Balor!
Dominic Mysterio, welcome to hell. For the first time in 3 years, the Demon is alive.
And he's looking like a damn voodoo shaman. I mean, who the hell would want to fight that? Some of our deepest, darkest nightmares come to life and ready to throw down with Dirty Dom.
Well, Dom looks scared to death. He
Don't blame him.
talked a big game on the kickoff show this past Friday. I'm not scared of the Demon. I'm going to go out there and take this guy out. Yet Dominic was yet to get in the ring.
Well, taking out Finn Balor was how this all began.
Yeah, one of the original members of the Judgment Day.
Dirty Dom has been a revolving cast in the Judgment Day since day one, until unceremoniously ejected by Dirty Dom and friends.
It was at WrestleMania last year when Dominic Mysterio would pin Finn Balor in a fatal four-way to win the Intercontinental title. But this is the first time these two have gotten one-on-one. And now Demon making his way across the ring. And if you're Mysterio, Wade, what the hell do you do?
You start running, first of all, and then you kind of don't stop until you get the hell out of the stadium and into your rental car. However, I'm not Dirty Dom Mysterio, and Dirty Dom Mysterio is a prime fighter, and he's a champion.
Yeah, the AAA Mega Champion. He's held it for over 200 days. Actually, won the championship here in Las Vegas. That's taken down by the Demon. Now unloads on Dominic Mysterio.
Here's the issue with this demon persona of Finn Balor. This is its alter ego where it can unleash its darkest instincts. It's primal and it's almost unstoppable.
It's where his artistic and wrestling sides meet. His personality changes, he says, when the war paint goes on. To your point, the more aggressive side is channeled.
It's also where his highest career moment, winning the World Championship in 2016, was under this persona. So this did not bode well, given this horrific start for Dirty Dom.
Dominic just trying to get back somehow into this fight as the Demon wipes out Mysterio to the floor. Listen, Dirty Dom brought all of this upon himself.
I tell you right now, Dirty Dom was originally the errand boy for the Judgment Day. You wanted to seize power, you were only doing that by taking out the top dog, and that top dog was Finn Balor.
Remember, the street fight means anything goes. Balor now, I should say Demon now, with a kendo stick. That's all he needs.
Major retribution after the abuse thrown Finn Balor over the past several months.
Well, Dominic did just what he does to anybody who's his elder. Look at his dad, Rey Mysterio. He finally said, I'm better than you. I don't need you. What does he do? He kicks him out of the group.
He does it to anybody who disrespects him. And Finn Balor simply disrespected Dirty Dom.
And now Dirty Dom out of the way, takes the Demon down. And finally, for the first time tonight, Dominic's on offense.
And that's part of the issue in a street fight. You spend time looking for weaponry. Oh, you take your eye off your opponent.
And now Dom unloading with a kendo stick to the Demon. And he's got the Demon really now.
Kendo stick getting swung around with wild abandon. You can have someone's eye out with that.
Let's stop flexing and get the ring off. You've got the Demon down.
If you were as sexy as Dirty Dom, you'd be flexing too, Michael Cole. But as it stands, please keep your suit on.
This is the 7th time there's been a street fight in the history of WrestleMania. Believe it or not, I was doing a little research here. I want to thank my stat guys back in Connecticut, John Chick, Greg Miller, for all the great help this weekend. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor have both been in 3 street fight matches in their career. I was surprised at that stat, especially if it comes to Dominic.
Well, Dirty Dom is a well-rounded competitor. It's why he's had so much career success, and the fact that people like you are still naysayers to this day blows my mind, Michael Cole. Learn some respect.
Wait, naysayer is not the right word. Is it? See Dominic go after Demon. I completely think Dominic's a great actor. He's been a great champion. It's the way he carries himself, the way he disrespects his dad, the way he disrespects elders like Finn Balor. That's what gets me about Mysterio.
Well, if you treat Dirty Dominic Mysterio badly, he will repay that tenfold. But certainly his dad, Rey Mysterio, treated him horribly, and Finn Balor of late has done the same. The entire history of Finn Balor over the past 4 years, the success has all revolved around the numbers game of the game. And Finn Balor turned his back on that.
Now the Demon to slip away.
This is the Demon now ratcheting up through the gears, taking punishment, and it's just bounced off it.
And Dominic caught him with a super kick. And Mysterio's very resilient. There's no doubt about that.
And he's the master of the 619.
On the other side, connecting to the Demon. And now, gonna go up top. What a win this would be for Dominic Mysterio. Frog splash. Cover. Is it enough to take the Demon? Kick out. One. From Sean Bennett. Couldn't believe how quick that was. was.
Yeah, that was absolutely freakish. Dom has won countless matches with that combo. Simply not enough tonight against this version of the Demon.
And you know, in many ways, Demon now. Demon goes down.
Just otherworldly athleticism from this man. How do you possibly contend with an opponent who is capable of what the Demon is?
Dominic sent into the corner by the Demon. Now the Demon measuring his man. And again into the corner goes Dom.
Teeing off at will, and nothing Dom is doing now is working.
Well, he's in the drop zone too, and he better get out of there, or it could be the end for Dirty Dom. Went for the coup de grace, and Dominic Mysterio, the steel chair, the face of the Demon.
Tremendous presence of mind there from Dom.
Look to the leg. Demon this time at 2, the near fall for Mysterio.
Oh, that was a late kick out there after the steel glance off the skull of the Demon. Taking a look at this attempt at a coup de grace that would have ended it. Met with cold, hard steel to the forehead. That is a late kick out there. Suddenly, the Demon not feeling quite as imposing as he was several moments ago.
Dominic now taking this opportunity to pull out some more fun with.
With the Demon down, build a method of destruction, a method of torture that will finish the job for good.
What a weekend it would be for the Judgment Day if Dom can win tonight. Liv Morgan won the world title last night at WrestleMania Saturday. Dom's girlfriend.
With a 1-on-1 right now, poor JD McDonough unsuccessful in the ladder match earlier tonight. It was incredible, but not quite enough on the night.
I would have liked to see JD win that at a WrestleMania. That would have been pretty cool.
And a little bit too much time there, and the Demon able to capitalize.
The street for Hogan. Here we go.
Even though almost into the table, able to stop himself. Another slick blade to Dom.
But all the momentum now back squarely with the Demon.
Super kick stops the Demon in his tracks. And into the panel which collapses on the Demon.
Just a bone-crunching thud there from the Demon. I don't care what mystical powers you may have. That will take anybody down.
Oh, God. Dom going for a super 619 now. Connecting. And the Demon stunned.
Uh-oh. Let's go, Dom.
Now, it surely is game over.
Frog splash. Oh, my God, bro.
It's a combination of disbelief and sheer fear.
Dom got to be faster with his shit, man. Everything he do take some time. Fuck.
It should be over, but somehow, unfathomably, it's not.
Yeah.
Was questioning himself moments ago. As you look on, massive crowd again tonight, over 50,000 at Allegiant Stadium. Completely legal, street fight rules, steel chair, wearing out the Demon.
I don't know what Dom got to do to put the Demon away, man.
Game on the biggest stage of them all here at WrestleMania. You have to dig deeper than normal.
2 619s, 2 fucking frog splats. Through the table. Got him with chairs. Hit him with the kendo. Damn, how do you take the Demon out? Like, Demon is tough. Demon is tough. Look at him, like.
Not moved since getting worn out with a chair.
Absolutely walloped 4 or 5 times in a row. Knocking the stuffing out of the Demon, who's
knocking the stuffing out of him.
I mean, this would be a massive upset. Dominic Mysterio tonight.
running issues with this table. Just a big extra there. Always pretty pivotal in this kind of match. And everything mocked by this audience. It's disgraceful from his packed attendance here in Las Vegas.
Why is it disgraceful? Uh-oh, Demon's up.
That's why it's disgraceful. They distracted him, and now the Demon is in.
Oh shit! Why? Why am I getting the freeze?
About to get
savagely beating Dirty Dom Mysterio in a match that Dirty Dom wanted no part of, to be clear.
a little payback for what Dom and JD McDonough did to Finn Balor. Like they kicked him out of Judgment Day.
Oh God, what are you cooking up here?
Well, Dom is trapped in the steel chair.
Goodness, Dom's neck just snapped backwards.
Dom may be out. The demon going up top.
Dom's defenseless.
Cut it off. Through the table.
Well, an incredibly grisly affair. A ferocious beatdown of both men. But this man, the demon, may be superhuman after what he absorbed to bounce back and score victory.
Well, Dirty Dom, as I mentioned before, brought all of this upon himself.
Maybe living with regret for a long time. This is when Finn Balor went ham with that steel chair. The demon completely taking control of this. In the closing moments, this drop kick did major damage to the neck of Dirty Dom, but this was the moment that finished it for good. The coup de grace on the top rope through a table, and the broken and battered body of Dirty Dominic Mysterio simply had no chance from the
The demon has risen, and it's slain Dirty Dom.
It's August. From the home of the Minnesota Vikings.
SummerSlam. Yeah, SummerSlam.
Are you ready? SummerSlam, Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd.
Cannot wait for SummerSlam, but this is WrestleMania Sunday. We're in the desert in Las Vegas, and coming up next, there's a storm on the way. Jade Rhea for the title.
Oh.
Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here. From April 25th through 27th, you get a front row seat to the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Plus, surprise flash deals all Way Day long.
Now that's a steal.
With fast and free shipping on everything. Everything, even the big stuff. These savings won't last, so mark your calendar and shop Way Day from April 25th through 27th for up to 80% off everything home.
From the ring to real life. Ringside tonight, Michael Cole Wayfair. I want to know, Wade, why on earth we don't get an on-camera this entire show until we actually have a special guest with us at ringside. Please welcome our Priority Pass VIP guest for this match, Adam Weitzman. Adam is here, sitting at ringside with Wade and I for the next matchup.
Welcome aboard, Adam. It's good that I finally got a decent commentary partner, somebody who doesn't perennially lie like Michael Cole.
Great partner you are.
That's
A storm is coming.
The Storm, Jade Cargill, the current WWE champion, who is 2-0 in her career at WrestleMania and hopes to continue that winning streak tonight. Because for the first time ever, she goes one-on-one with the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. We know Jade Cargill will bring the juice.
This is one of the greatest physical specimens, male or female, this industry has ever seen, but it ain't just looks. This woman knows exactly how to use it. A supreme being, a supreme athlete, a supreme champion.
told me today that the gear she is wearing tonight is designed for her escape from an insane asylum because she says Jade Cargill has been driving her insane over the past couple of months. This is her opportunity to break out and win the gold.
Say Jade Cargill has driven a lot of people insane in many different ways, but namely the women's locker room through her sheer dominance has looked unstoppable since winning the WWE Women's Championship. Nobody has really come close to dethroning her, but undoubtedly this is the biggest test left that there is. WrestleMania and Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Ripley earned this match by winning the Elimination Chamber. Rhea has not held a world title in over a year. She hopes to end that bout tonight.
We know from history that Rhea Ripley can hit the heights at WrestleMania, one of the greatest matches I've personally ever seen. 3 years ago, SoFi Stadium, WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. It was really the big coming out party for Rhea Ripley at the very top level of this industry, and she's never looked back.
Let's head up to the ring now, and a great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent from Vero Beach, Florida, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill said that I don't need the championship. I'm a star. I'm a prototype. For Rhea Ripley, this is about defending the honor of our industry against who she says is an outsider who's having success at this level. It is time to teach Jade Cargill a lesson. That's what Rhea Ripley says tonight.
I couldn't disagree any more strongly with what Ripley just said there. Jade Cargill is not an outsider. Jade Cargill had a very different path to get here than Rhea Ripley, but here she is because she's earned it, she deserves it, and she has the gold for a reason, and only, well, several reasons, and only one of those is because she looks damn good with it.
It's an interesting matchup for Rhea because Rhea's not used to being in a match with someone as powerful and as big as she is.
Yeah, not at all. Jade Cargill.
Nia Jax.
Power and aura, all from that body built in the heavens, and now Rhea Ripley used to be the dominant one in the ring. May not have
I missed the walkouts, the entrances of both of them. I really wanted to see that. It's all good though.
Get out of my face. Not the only time of that. And now, oh, Jim with a shoulder tackle.
I'll tell you right now, there's some real hatred between these two women. We've seen it spill out from the ring all into social media. There's some locker room friction between them. They need to be kept separated behind the scenes at Raw, SmackDown, and indeed at WrestleMania. But now,
And Rhea
no
Ripley
holding them back.
from behind, and a kick delivered. Now up goes Cargill, and down she goes face first. Ripley now, basement drop kick. And Cargill out to the apron and outside the ring.
Well, a wake-up call there for Jade Cargill. Undoubtedly the most skilled in-ring competitor is Rhea Ripley, but incredibly smart and crafty is Jade Cargill.
Jade claims it's jealousy and it's bitterness.
And I agree. That was beautiful.
Covered by the champ. Kick out.
But it's easy to hate on Jade Cargill if you are sharing a locker room with her. Of course, everyone taking a picture, a photograph, they want Jade Cargill first. They roll the red carpet out for Jade Cargill because she just looks like a star. People don't want to accept that she can back it up. But the truth is she certainly can.
Maybe she should treat people better. And look at her taking out Rhea Ripley now on the corner.
Two women who see themselves as the most dominant, legitimate, and alpha competitors in the world and are simply not prepared to take a backward step from one another.
Oh, and Jade now, right to the small of the back of Ripley. This has been great strategy so far for Cargill.
Well, everything's worked so far. Ripley had a little glory in there, but now pure power is taken over. And you have to say, based on the early goings here, the power advantage is firmly in the corner of Jade Cargill.
And again, a bit of a wake-up call perhaps for Rhea tonight.
Yeah, you're not going to have it easy. You might talk some smack. You might say this woman is not worthy. There's a reason she has the gold. There's a reason she's right here at WrestleMania. And the world talks about her.
And I actually like the fact that she rolled into the ring to break out the count. She wants to pin Ripley tonight and prove to the world who's the boss.
Well, we all know Rhea Ripley does not want to win anything easily. She wants to prove her dominance every single time. Well, exactly the same mindset is Jade Cargill.
Now Cargill with Rhea up and down goes Ripley. Here's the cover. Isn't enough in a kick out by Cargill.
It's a nice blue thunder bomb there, but it didn't do enough, and that might have antagonized Jade Cargill a little bit here.
Now Cargill measuring Ripley, who's in a bit of trouble. Look at the smile on I'm going to say smile on Cargill's face, but Rhea's as well.
Rhea's somebody who does not feel fear, pain. We certainly know that much. Oh, wow.
She took that shit. she did Cargill dirty. I mean, she did Rhea dirty. That was funny.
She almost baited Ripley in there.
Yeah.
Gave her off stage. Ripley thought, now it's my turn. No, it's not.
Right. That shit was crazy looking.
Out of this.
Baited her right into that.
But wait a second here.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Too long for Rhea Ripley.
Ripley now once again down.
Oh, nice.
Tracks with that kick.
A capoeira kick right to the side of the head of Jade Cargill. She was not anticipating that. Such a strange angle for a kick to come from. And clearly Cargill has never experienced that before.
Ripley now trying to find something, anything to get a hook in this match. Down goes Cargill, and now Ripley unloading. Now it's Jade Cargill turning things around on Rhea. Now we're in a fight.
That was a sloppy kick.
Well, Ripley now growing in confidence after riding out that storm. Excuse the pun, and oh my God.
Ripley, Cargill down, she landed awkwardly. Come on, by Ripley, up in her leg and a kick out. Jade landed right on her face.
Well, historically speaking, when Rhea Ripley feels like her dominance is threatened, that's when the best of Ripley comes out to play. And I feel like we're nearing that territory now, but the question is, how much damage has Ripley already absorbed?
Rhea trying to regroup here.
Want to shake off those cowboys.
Back to her feet. Looking for Riptide.
Looking to end this thing.
On Cargill. Jade now able to counter with a hip toss.
Cargill is simply too powerful.
Jade sent through out to the apron. Catches Rhea with the right. Up over the top now.
Nice.
Lands on her feet. Back elbow by Rhea. Kick by Jade.
Cargill's just a step ahead.
Spine buster. Rhea kicks it too.
How impressive has Jade Cargill been in that ring?
Yeah, she been doing moves, man.
Everything correct.
She been doing moves.
Rhea Ripley on average, and I never thought I would say that.
It's a great way to put it.
It's unthinkable.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Rhea Ripley in deep, deep trouble. Sit with me. Any combination. Pull the championship back kick out.
Just when you start writing Cargill off, oh God.
Rhea trying to fight out of this now. Yeah, nice kick down with the Hurricane.
Lucha skills showing off now.
And Rhea now with a kick.
This shows you the breadth of the offense that Rhea Ripley is capable of. That's that veteran presence now kicking in. Played it away.
Oh, look who's here.
I knew they was about to.
Meeting the menace who has been attacking Ripley on behalf.
Ripley looking for the Razor's Edge. And B-Fab. JBT Cargill with the Razor's Edge there.
Cargill recruited B-Fab and Meechin over recent weeks to attack Rhea
Oh, shoot it first.
The referee missed the entire thing.
And now the official deal with Jade again. This is going to allow Meechin to yet another cheap shot. Rhea won a fair here against Ripley.
Meechin being an absolute menace on the outside of the ring here, and Ripley, it might be good night time.
Jade with Ripley up on her shoulders. Electric chair position. Into the sandstorm. The sandstorm by Cargill and a kick out.
I mean, it was a kick out, but it was a lazy kick out. There's very little left in Rhea Ripley as we see the growing, expanding arsenal of Jade Cargill, who knew she had to try something different tonight against the competitor as accomplished as Rhea Ripley, and almost got the job done.
Actually, we got two big ringside and distracting Rhea as well.
Whatever it takes. You know full well Nami is going to bring it, and you have to be at your absolute best and maybe more if you're going to beat her. Well, the plan was in, the plan didn't work. Now we'd be hastily putting together plan B here.
Well, Jade trying to tell Meechin and B-Fab to do something to Rhea. They got to be careful. Rhea's got back up.
And just the kind of backup you want.
Io Sky.
Rhea Ripley's best friend in the industry, perhaps come to save the day.
Io Sky putting on a show.
Showtime.
A back fist and another one delivered to Meechin.
Moonsault. And the genius. Genius of the sky doing their thing. Watch out, Jade.
Ripley with a headbutt. With the riptide, Jade's hit behind.
Jade's too big and strong.
Cargill counter the riptide. Looking for Jade and Ripley. Ripley slips down the knee. Roman's counter. Riptide. Seth Rollins missed at WrestleMania last night. We are now looking at the growth of Rhea Ripley into this WrestleMania as she wins her 4th World Championship here tonight in Las Vegas.
Well, the biggest women's wrestling star on the planet is now clad once again in WWE World Gold. Thanks in small part for her blood. Io Sky, who came down to neutralize Meechin and B-Fab. Well, this was the moment things turned around for Rhea Bloody Ripley. And in one big riptide, well, that's it that a riptide denied.
But watch this counter. I want you to watch this counter by Rhea. Jade was going to put this away, but Jaded. And watch Rhea here.
There's such a unique ability to escape and immediately get back onto your nuclear weapon. The riptide connects. What a reign for Jade Cargill, but there's a new mammy in town.
The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Once again on top of the world in WWE as she celebrates with her bestie, Io Sky. Oh, wait, those folks over on SmackDown are going to learn a lot about Rhea Ripley. We learned a lot about her on Monday Night Raw. The locker room better be ready. Well, it definitely doesn't stop. Because you know where we are 3 weeks from this weekend? We're in Tampa. It is Backlash. And you know what happens at Backlash? Backlash from WrestleMania. That's the next time we're on the ESPN app with the unlimited plan. Around the world, they are watching WrestleMania tonight, including in Mexico City, Mexico. They were thrilled by the luchadors here tonight. Melbourne, Australia. Love that city. Red Sox City in the Philippines enjoying the show tonight. As is Dublin, Ireland. Gotta be happy with the performance of the Demon. And Glasgow, Scotland. Enjoying WrestleMania.
This summer, the world arrives. Guarantee your place at the FIFA World Cup when it comes to North America. Elevate every minute of match day and experience the very best of the beautiful game with a ticket-inclusive hospitality package. The countdown to kickoff is on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania kicked off tonight on ESPN, and Obafemi shocked the world. A fall from grace to the Beast Brock Lesnar. Obafemi is the next big thing in WWE with an absolutely incredible performance against Brock Lesnar tonight. But then the shocker of all shockers. No one saw this coming. There was no hint this would happen. Brock Lesnar taking his gloves, taking his boots off in the middle of the ring, and saying goodbye to the over 50,000 in Las Vegas tonight and those watching around the world. It appears that Brock Lesnar has called it a career, ending the career of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, combat sports athlete in history. The man who has been his mentor for his entire career, Paul Heyman, in tears, as Lesnar was out here tonight, emotional as well, hanging up what has been a Hall of Fame career in WWE. And this obviously is a developing story, one that is, Wade and I were just taken aback. We didn't even know what to say out here at ringside earlier tonight. But I want to remind everyone that our guys, Joe Testator, Corey Graves, Big E, Peter Rosenberg, and the crew are going to follow up on this breaking news story tonight on the post show. It happens immediately following the main event here at WrestleMania. Also on the post show, Obafemi, of course, the new United States Champion, Trick Williams, the new WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, and of course, the Intercontinental Champion, Penta, all part of the post show here tonight. What a moment with Brock Lesnar and Obafemi earlier. This WrestleMania night has been packed with moments. This WrestleMania night is also packed with people. It is officially time to announce tonight's attendance. The official attendance for night 2 is 55,255, which is the overall weekend attendance 106,072. There's a reason This is the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment.
This is a bittersweet moment for me because that officially concludes my duties as your host. I can't tell you how much it means to me to be here. I wanted to take a second to give you a heartfelt thank you.
Oh, no. You're not going to give them some heartfelt moments. You left a hole in their heart that I have had to fill. I am the locker room leader now. I am teaching all of them my 3 core values of master, inspire, zone in. I didn't get my WrestleMania moment last year, and I am not leaving this ring until I get my WrestleMania moment here at WrestleMania 42.
Mike, need to see him? Sorry, you are? John Cena, how you doing? WrestleMania host. What I'm hearing is you want a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Fine. No. You got it.
Well, thank you.
You got history.
Watch and learn, Cena. Buckle up, Vegas. Because oh no!
The Boogeyman.
It's a little weirdo. He's no weirdo. Oh my goodness, what is happening? They're little Danhausen's. Danhausen's house of midgets. What? And before all you guys get mad at me on social media, this group asked us to call them that. Midgets. You knew about this? Oh, yeah, I did. Get for sure, so you got it stopped. Hey, look at Danhausen. Driving the Danhausen mobile. That's like the Scooby-Doo man, but in Danhausen style. This guy gives me the creeps. How can you not like Danhausen?
Very, very easily, as a matter of fact. This weird little theater kid.
Look at these guys, look at them go!
I don't like looking at them.
Wait a minute, is that another one of them? That's Stewie the cameraman, sorry.
This is an absolute farce of a spectacle, ruining the greatest show of the year.
Wait a minute. Danhausen is a blimp flying around this stadium.
Well, get me,
It's obviously over.
get me a BB gun. I want that thing taken down. Post haste.
This may be the greatest WrestleMania moment ever. I mean, ever.
Well, quite simply, the complete opposite of that is true. The most disastrous
Hey guys, what's up? How are you?
Stay away from me. Get away from the desk. Shoot.
Animus Regal is here.
How old are they?
55.
Rubbing little fingers.
Thank you, cameraman. Nice.
What the hell was that noise?
Greetings, humans! I am Danhausen. Very nice, very evil, and I have finally made it to WrestleMania. Speaking of which, I've got something to say to you. Pardon? Excuse me. Huge fan, Hausen, love everything you do. Don't shake his hand. He's sitting in here with 2 goats and a soon-to-be goat, and he's turning WrestleMania 42 into a circus. If I wanted to see Wizard of Oz, I would have went down the street. What the hell are you looking at? Kit, you are toxic. Yes. Oh, come on, that's more like it. But it's all legal. You said they were 55. What are you gonna do about it? Famous statements. Oh yeah, it's illegal. There we go. Jones. And this is irate. He's tossing these guys all over the ring. Oh, he's tossing. Oh, look at Ray Wilson's assistant. Kim Wilson's getting mugged. He's getting swallowed. Wait a second. And now Danhausen, are you encouraging this? Oh, I am. This wanted to renew his vows. Danhausen this can't have kids anymore. He punched him in the meat and 2 times. I think it's going to be the 5-knuckle shuffle. Housing. I told you this was going to turn into a farce. Liz, I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh my goodness. Leave! Oh yeah, you filled us all up, pal. The midgets on the other side. The lights are supposed to go out before they run into the. Isn't that how the game works? Great job, lighting guys. Oh yeah. Oh, retired life is awesome. WrestleMania is unexpected, huh? It's also the grandest stage of them all. And there is no showcase bigger than our next. Because next up is your man. Joy. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, our main event. This is great on a different level. Come on, let's go to WrestleMania. What I'm doing is chasing something, and that something is greatness. With that comes a responsibility of wearing the crown. I'm picking you because I hate you. I've always hated you. You're in the main event of WrestleMania, not just because you won the Royal Rumble, but because I am the main event of WrestleMania. I brought you to the dance. You brought the other 2, not me. You took a 10-year vacation. And then I let you back here, and what do? You screw me. You take my wise man, and you almost brainwash me. I'm in your head. You're a champion. I can see right through you. You got thin skin. He's got time to tweet, but he doesn't have time to come to Chicago. You mock me in my back like I'm some little hero. Young boy, Who's the biggest? I mean, come on. Roman can't do anything without his cousin.
Was the only reason this place is where it's at.
This is my show.
That title on your waist, it's an embarrassment. Because at the end of the day, you're old.
Now I'm gonna bury you. Bury you next to your father.
I'd watch how you talk about my family.
You know what they don't understand.
We didn't bring you back to be champion, no.
I understand why this company sends your talentless ass to Ginny Valley.
Because I'm a way bigger star than you.
It's because you're safe and you're boring and you're plastic.
Idiot, this backup plan, it ends.
Take a look at that sign. It's the last time you're gonna main event.
Welcome to my main event.
There's one way WrestleMania ends.
The tribal chief takes back over. And
Still,
you will acknowledge
the best in the world.
acknowledge me.
You better acknowledge the tribal chief. Straight up.
Next, women's being
We is not playing. Tribal chief don't win this one. I'm done with wrestling. I swear. For real.
Street Fighter coming to theaters this October.
Yo, they got Roman looking crazy in this Street Fighter job. Cody Rhodes is in there too.
Tonight, I'm a street fighter.
I'm a Street Fighter. 50. Cody Rhodes. Look like Joe.
This tournament is not what it seems. We have to be ready.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
October 16th.
What in the world are you thinking? Meiji, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
And then it got evil in there, man. You know, as soon as I saw Mean Gene's nose get split open and I plugged into that crowd, my mind said, screw the audience.
All this crowd in the ring represents these fans out here. I did everything for the charities. I did everything for the kids. And the reception I got when I came out here, you fans can stick it, brother.
I think deep down inside there's parts of him that just wanted to let people know what he really thought. Felt great. There's so much heat, it was incredible. I looked at people in the eyes that were 5 feet away from me. They wanted to kill me. They had blood coming out of their eyeballs. They were so mad. I knew I could just rule. I could rule the business.
This right here is the future of wrestling. You can call this the new world order of wrestling, brother. What's it gonna be? What are you?
Yeah, I remember him sitting down saying, like, you know, all the red.
Don't touch me. I got a fleet of lawyers.
That's out the window. I'm gonna be a bad guy now.
Here we go. Everybody see that? And
That is crazy.
Doesn't work.
He said, where's my black boots? Do I have any black patent leather boots? I have to go see if I have black boots. So I go in his closet and I'm like digging around. I'm like, these? They're like 100 years old from like 1965. He's like, yeah, those.
I'm doing. I'm right on time. I'm in 2 hours.
I give him a pair of my black leggings. He's like, yeah, that's it. Puts the belt around him. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Nothing was ever the same after that. If Hulk Hogan can turn heel, then anything can happen.
Hulk was trying to fit into society, and it worked tremendously.
He has one of the greater changes in all the history of our industry. My gosh,
It flips everything. Holster was young, out of anger. Was a kid, you know. He was the dude.
You know, the cheap shots and that dastardly evil type character like a Batman villain. He's afraid to break the rules, you know, take over the announcer's table.
Any question now? Who is the most powerful man in professional wrestling?
He's yelling at old ladies. He's phenomenal.
Any rules is Hollywood. I can lie, cheat, lie right to your face and get away with it. I'm a bad guy.
Jimmy, Jay, what's it like being one of the greatest tag teams of all time?
Well, right there. What did that say? It. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Guys! Absence.
Snickers satisfies.
Your tribal chief. Your OTC, Roman Reigns. This motherfucker come out looking like an action figure for real. What the fuck? They better give my guy his title back, man. I'm telling you, they better give him his title back. For real. Damn, everybody in the audience, their fingers up. You can't disappoint the crowd, man. You can't disappoint the fans. Remember this, WWE. Don't disappoint the fans like you did when Cody became champion. That was a letdown like a mug. That was one of my biggest, that was one of the worst, WrestleManias for me.
Las Vegas and the world acknowledge the tribal chief.
Walks on water, he glides to the ring. To the whole world, this is the main event of WrestleMania, but to Roman Reigns, this is home.
And it is home for this reason. Tonight marks the record 11th main event at WrestleMania for Roman Reigns. No one's close. Even the immortal Hulk Hogan, who's in second place, only had 8 main events. Roman Reigns has made WrestleMania his. and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to tell you about the names that are written on the jacket of CM Punk tonight. There are 4 men that were extremely important in not only CM Punk's life, but also the life of all of us in WWE. On the front, you see the name of Bo Luders. He is from the Chicago rock band Harm's Way. He passed away on April 1st. Not having the opportunity to see this main event tonight. And then there's 3 men on the arm of CM Punk that are being remembered today from the service in WWE. It is our first WrestleMania without them. The legendary camera operator, Jim Shank, who passed away. He's a very close friend of mine. It means a lot that Punk is honoring him. Kerwin Selfings, a longtime director at WWE, a man who brought me on board and mentored me when I started in this company. And of course, Davey Coates, who was so important and instrumental in bringing WWE on live international tours for many, many years. And on the back of CM Punk's jacket, he pays homage to the late, great Harley Race, one of the true influences in the career of the man known as the best in the world. It is time for the main event. Take it home, Lisa Taylor.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. And it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the
OTC, 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 OTC.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, 218 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, Steve Paul.
It is a big fight field in the city that knows all about epic confrontations. In Las Vegas, CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion, in his very first WrestleMania main event in a one-on-one match against the man who has headlined now 11 WrestleManias. A man who was unfamiliar as being as the challenger, the tribal chief Roman Reigns. CM Punk set to square off one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh man, we are getting a real life what if right now. This is like Jordan versus LeBron in a one-on-one game. That thing you always wanted to see. Usually, you only get this in a video game, but we are getting it live in living color right now.
Roman Reigns to a buck. You want to play tough guy? You're not on my level. You'll never be on my level. And I'm going to prove that to you tonight. I'm going to embarrass you on the grandest stage of all in a matchup that's extremely personal. They've talked about their families. They've talked about their legacy. And now it comes down to this. Who truly is the best in the world.
Roman looked like a fucking giant over there, and CM Punk just looked like a little young boy.
It's popping. That's a level of respect.
Slap his ass. Slap him, Roman.
Okay, Ray, let's talk strategy. If you Roman Reigns, what do you do to win the world title tonight?
Well, it's pure power against the man who simply cannot match you in that department. Reigns, the bigger, stronger athlete, that has to be the go-to.
If you're CM Punk, how do you keep the gold?
You lean on the fact that you are so proud of your heritage, your history in this game, your deep range of attacks. Catch Roman Reigns with something he's simply not prepared for. Right from the off, you see agitated Roman Reigns. Is feel already Punk is in the mind of Roman Reigns here.
Yeah, the question has been over the past few weeks, who is in control mentally? Has it been Punk? Has it been Roman?
I don't know if CM Punk has ever not been in control mentally of any rivalry in the history of his career. At least he would believe so.
Nick starting to heat up. Side headlock now by Punk. Animosity began back in 2012 when the Shield burst on the scene. Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns at the behest of CM Punk. Roman told me in an interview Punk was nice to them for 2 weeks, and then he turned into an ass, you know what I mean? And Punk would turn his back on them.
Yeah, it was clearly never a benevolent act from Punk. At the time, it was a move to help protect Punk at the top of the card. This is a different kind of Punk these days.
Even things up.
Well, that one rocked the chip.
And then CM Punk would leave the company for almost a decade. Roman Reigns would come into his own. CM Punk with a disrespectful slap to Roman. Roman would carry this company through some of the most important times in its history, including the pandemic era, and then one of the greatest title reigns of all time. Then Punk would return to much fanfare, which ticked off Roman Reigns. Roman now to go and drop the Punk.
This is Roman showing early that I have the power. I control the pace in this ring, not you, Punk. There's going to be no quick victory here tonight. I promise you that. Both men so durable, can kick deep, so motivated. That's why they are right here where they belong in the main event.
And Punk now with the top to Reigns. That just ticked things off and delivers a right hand. The thing about Punk, he can't get into a fist fight with Roman. That's not going to help him. He's got to outwit Reigns tonight. It's that cerebral power of Punk that can help him in this match.
I promise you, CM Punk knows every angle and every strategy thought it all through. He never once thought he was going to win a slugfest with Roman Reigns.
Roman sending Punk over the top rope to the floor. Remember, Punk's got the chance advantage. Reigns has got to pin or submit Punk to win the title tonight. And our official, Rod Sapon, who has to control this match, begins the count. Now Roman Reigns steps out of the ring, always in control, never a hurry.
Nor should they be. That has been the strategy of Roman Reigns going back over a decade. It's what's led him to main event after main event here at WrestleMania. We're looking for some breathing room now. Is the champ, and he's going to get knocked.
And now he's going to get bounced off the table. He's able to block it. Now it's Roman Reigns who goes head first into the Spanish announce desk. Oh! And now it's Punk unloading, looking around. Roman Reigns now gets Punk into the barricade.
The effortless power of Reigns has come to the fore once again, just when it looked like Punk may have built up a little head of steam. Turned around in the blink of an eye and hold on here.
And smart move by Reigns back into the ring to break the count. And now brings the fight again to Punk here outside. Right hand, Punk lands on our table.
Roman Reigns is just a picture of effortless calm. Never one to panic, always in control. And
Look the other way. And Punk now sent into the WWE Universe. Roman telling the official, just hang on one sec, back into the ring to break the count. You gotta believe Rod Zapata. Wait a minute. Roman, over on our announce table. Reigns again. Standing on our announce table here. Punk took a seat in the front row. The point I was going to make is you got to believe the official.
Suckering in Roman.
And look now, he's feeling it.
It's the stubbornness, the defiance, the charisma that has led CM Punk to have the career he was never supposed to have.
Yeah, but maybe Punk's worried about Reigns. He just took the takeover in the floor.
That was tailbone first for CM Punk.
You know, it's been said a number of times that CM Punk's arrogance can hurt him, Wade, and we saw an example of that there.
CM Punk would never be anywhere near the main event of WrestleMania if he didn't have said arrogance. Yes, at times it catches him.
Cover by Roman Reigns for the world title.
Without that, CM Punk would not be the man he is today. Let's face it.
Yeah, knock me again, huh? That's what happens, huh? This ain't promo, Dad. It ain't tuning, son. Oh!
Al Roman's in his element.
Oh!
Punk's still fighting back. A man who's been an underdog a lot of his career, Wade. We know about the guts and the hearts and the determination of Punk. Oh, and a boot to Punk. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. And a kick out. Punk talked to us earlier today, and he talked about how he knows he's lucky, how he knows it's a special time for him to be world champion. He would have never been in this position, but Seth Rollins got hurt. So then he had the opportunity to take on Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event where he won the title. Punk said he's going to live every day understanding that he wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah, some people don't get invited. They have to break right into heaven, and that is what CM Punk did.
Oh!
But heaven ain't feeling too good right now. It's starting to feel like burning fires in hell.
Punk, of course, brought into this mess Roman's late great father, Sika, Wild Samoans, who once competed at WrestleMania. That brought this to another level. Roman said no one in his legendary family respects CM Punk. Oh, Punk with a massive clothesline by Reigns. Cover, hook of the leg, near fall for the world title.
There is just an extra level of stank on every shot that Roman Reigns is throwing at CM Punk. He said it himself when he won the Royal Rumble, immediately choosing CM Punk. Why? Because Punk, I hate you. I hate everything about you. And now that is playing out in the ring.
Remember, both of these men were involved in that triple threat with Rollins last year at WrestleMania. They're Heyman and Rollins, the joining forces. And now Roman Reigns, locked and loaded, in the corner. Punk trying to hang on. Went for a Superman punch. Punk sidestep. Clothesline to Reigns.
But beat too long. You can't do that against someone as good as CM Punk, even when you think you've got him beat.
Punk from the top rope crossbody. And now pounding away on Roman Reigns. Punk showing that he can pounding ground with the best of it.
Punk is just unfading here, and he's taking a hell of a beating already from Roman Reigns, but now giving it back in spades.
Yeah, but how many times during this title reign have we thought Punk was down and out, that it was all over, and he was able to fight back?
Just go back to that matchup at SummerSlam. Oh! Yes, Gunther, written off a million times, but somehow, someway, found a path to victory.
That heel kick by CM Punk, shocking Roman.
And this is that grit inside CM Punk. From hard scrabble beginnings in this industry, scratching and clawing for every opportunity. This is that grit that can prove a path to victory.
victory now for CM Punk. That's the running bulldog by Punk. And Punk says, let's go nighty-night. Looking for the go to sleep to retain the world title.
Well, it's always been the killer.
I never liked none of this stuff with CM Punk, bro. I don't know why, but
Trying to get his wits about him, trying to make it back to his feet. I don't think he's going to like what's going to meet him there.
Reigns is in shock right now.
Watch out, got him in position. Looking for the GTS. Reigns, though, deliver a couple of elbows and post Punk in the corner.
That burst of adrenaline just when you need it. That is a signature of Roman Reigns.
Silverman Punk, another signature. Punk's
he ain't do no spare yet, so it ain't gonna work.
kick out.
I mean, how impressive is the resistance here of a perfectly executed superman straight to the left of the jaw of CM Punk. That's a KO in anyone's money, but not tonight.
Roman says he feels naked without a championship. He should have gold around his waist. For 1,316 days, he held the WWE Championship as he ruled with an iron fist over WWE. He wants to get back to the top here tonight.
How odd was it watching Roman Reigns come to the ring first tonight on his entrance?
And Punk for the high knee. Punk kept Reigns outsmarted there. And another running high knee by Punk.
And that completely surprising Reigns by this pace, this deep into the matchup.
That short arm clothesline by Punk, another one taking Reigns down.
And Punk looking completely assertive at this stage in the match. I don't think anyone's touched that breaker.
Punk's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got a lot to prove, Wade.
He's been proving it his entire career. And like Roman was spotted for the top from the very beginning, to his credit.
And now
he's proven management right there.
Out to the floor. Here comes Punk. Suicide dive. Reigns driven into the Spanish announce table.
That lower back hit hard right on the corner of that table, and there's no respite whatsoever.
Punk doing what he wants, his way, which has been his career. Reigns bounced off on the table.
And you just see the belief in CM Punk. Thinks he's got this completely in hand now. And perhaps that is sapping the strength out of Roman Reigns.
Roman has been all out of sorts here as Punk has taken control of this match.
Just peppering Roman Reigns with shots here. The OTC looking absolutely spent on the desk here. Now Punk is the one breaking the count temporarily. Oh.
And Roman Reigns is out on our announce desk here. The referee admonishing Punk, but
Punk's got that look in his eye. Punk's got some big ideas.
Oh my God! Punk going up to the top rope. Roman's in trouble here on the desk. And Roman Reigns, Punk took too much time.
They recover just in the nick of time for Roman Reigns there as disaster loomed.
Nice elbow from Punk to Reigns as these two battle out on the apron.
Back to that slugfest that CM Punk surely did not want any part of, but he's holding his own here.
Paintbrush boot by Roman.
This is just all shots over that would drop a normal human being, not these two.
And Roman's got Punk hung up.
They tied up there. A lot of strain on that left knee of CM Punk.
And again, the referee in this match, Wade, letting a lot go. And you can't blame him. One of the most anticipated main events in WrestleMania history.
With the human punch back here, this could be very dangerous.
CM Punk's defenseless. Roman Reigns is teeing off on Punk. Punk can't defend himself here.
That is why it's a master plan from the OTC.
Oh no. Reigns. Superman punch to a helpless Punk.
But he's not stopping there, Cole.
Another one. The official's got to step in here and try to get Punk out of this situation. This is dangerous. They all Punk.
Just shot after shot, the biggest shots imaginable. And Punk is toast.
Roman unloading on the champion. We're looking right in his eyes. Glossed over, eyes in the back of his head.
Blood rushing to the brain. Covered in bruises around that forehead, those samples. You know, full well.
And I think he's bleeding from the mouth.
Roman smells blood.
Bleeding from the mouth.
Probably loosened a few teeth in the process, and now I don't know what the hell Roman Reigns is cooking up. This could risk the
Rod, you got to do something. Rod, you got to get in here. That's the face of CM Punk. And I know you got to give leeway in this match, right?
Oh, God, Punk is in a real mess. Oh, God.
Punk's been busted open by those steps.
Oh, Roman needs to be really careful. He's really lost it here. And I'm surprised the ref didn't throw that out. You're right, though. It's the main event of WrestleMania. Nobody wants that.
It's pushing. There's a lot of animosity here.
CM Punk is in a really bad way. And, of course, floating now is Roman Reigns, who's completely in pole position. And this is why.
That's what busted the mouth up of CM Punk. He was busted in the forehead by the steps.
Oh, no.
And you saw the official put on gloves out here. He's got to deal with Punk, who's injured, as Roman Reigns now clears up the Spanish announce table.
And you're now seeing the very worst of Roman Reigns.
Well, this is the reason this man was a 4-year champion. He shows remorse for no one.
Well, Roman didn't just come here to win, did he? He came here to make a public spectacle of a man he professed
that he was going to embarrass Punk, that he was going to humiliate him. And now, speaking of the Shield, Punk is up high. CM Punk.
Yes. Yes.
Punk's a mess. Reigns has put him through the table.
Put him through both tables. Fuck that.
We'll take another look at this. We talked about the power advantage of Reigns. This is how you use it. You maximize that advantage. The body of CM Punk, which has been beaten, battered to a bloody pulp. And the referee may end up having to stop this.
And again, wait, for Roman Reigns, this is about the world title, right? But it's about much more than that. It's about punishing this man. It's about torturing this man. It's about taking out all that anger and all that frustration that Roman Reigns has had for Punk over the years here tonight.
This is 10+ years of hatred from Roman Reigns. And what he feels Punk did to him, what Punk said about him, it's all coming out here in Vegas in our main event.
Punk sent into the center of the ring as Roman Reigns lets out the war cry. And now Roman, wait for this. Punk. Oh, GG.
He gonna need like 3 of them to put Roman away. But I'm hoping it never even gets there.
Surely.
They keep trying to avoid that spear. But I feel like he's gonna have to get spared probably like twice. Maybe 3 times. He gonna spare his ass into oblivion.
Looking on in Las Vegas at an incredible main event between CM Punk, the world champion, and the challenger Roman Reigns. And somehow, and I don't know how, Roman Reigns has lost control of this match.
Well, after getting a paint-brushing CM Punk unfathomably, maybe about to secure this championship.
Looking for another G. Go to sleep, and Roman Reigns now with momentum.
Spear. I was 1. That was 1 spare. Let's get to about 2 more. And it's gonna be a wrap.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, Wayne. I don't know how he does it. But CM Punk never says die. He never gives up. There's something inside this man that drives him to do these unhuman.
Might have to put him in a sleeper then, since he never gives up. Spare him a bunch of times and then put him in a sleeper. He's taking people down with the sleeper too, so.
Roman Reigns is now losing it. Yeah, Roman Reigns is on look at his face. Complete another shot. And Punk being able to kick out. And now continuing to punish Punk. Driving his beaten up face into the mat. Shoving his face into the mat.
And it is rare you see Roman Reigns completely unglued, but perhaps now Serene Khan passing back over the great man, realizing he has the ball in his court. And
now he tells Punk it's time for a nighttime story.
Yeah, he gonna choke his ass out.
And again, the rebel in Punk.
CM Punk has been as gutsy as can be here, but it's slipping away very quickly, and this could be a humiliating end to CM Punk's World Heavyweight Championship reign.
They got me thinking that they gonna give it to CM Punk again.
Loving this. He's got Punk in position to utilize Punk's own move against him. Acknowledge me, Las Vegas. Back with the GTS blocked out by Punk. Punk caught him with a kick to the ear. Roman Reigns down to retain from out of nowhere. Roman kicks it to again.
Well, right at the death, CM Punk just finding a little something in that roundhouse kick. May have spun this around again, but Punk looks like a broken man here. But a broken man possessed.
He doesn't know how to die. I mean, it's been his entire career. Every time you think this man was dead and buried, that his career was over, that he couldn't come back and do anything again, he's here. He's the world champion, and he's doing it against one of the best ever, Roman Reigns. And now, gonna pull out Roman Reigns' own move on him. Locked and loaded is CM Punk. What was the other one? Punk to connect it. Come on, Punk. Can you imagine? No. Can you imagine the embarrassment if Reigns had lost to that?
Well, now the ground and pound from CM Punk, struggling to stay at a vertical pace. Gonna use the ropes to prop him up, but suddenly the calm man in this match seems to be CM Punk, and if the body can keep on cooperating, it's Punk's to win. What does Punk have to win?
He just took that's a little photo, of course, that one of our fans is wearing. And now this is really going to stick to Roman Reigns. He will follow, of course, the symbol that represents the king, the tribal chief, the OTC Roman Reigns. And Punk now shoving it in Reigns' face.
We may have a new tribal chief imminently here, Cole, and Reigns is not going to like this.
Looking for a spear. Reigns caught him. Reigns caught him. In the guillotine. In the guillotine. Roman's got Punk in the guillotine.
And it might be lights out time for the second city saint here who's getting swung around.
Oh, Punk rolls him up though. Almost had it. That was 2 3/4. And a gun device.
Left and center of the ring. And Reigns is a long way from the ropes. Desperation times for the OTC.
Is Reigns going to top out?
No, his foot like right there.
In sheer agony, the ranks are fading for Reigns. And this might be the only chance he has.
Roman trying to fight his way out of this, trying to somehow break this hold.
The Punk ain't releasing it, but he's forced to now.
Now, Roman turns it into a choke again. Reigns now with the guillotine locked in on Punk.
Counter for counter, and it's now Reigns who's got control.
Will Punk tap out? Will Reigns win the title by submission?
And Punk is fading badly here. The lights are locked in. What is Punk taking up?
Punk now. And what a counter. What a reversal. Ooh. Looking for the sharpshooter, and Roman Reigns doesn't allow it to happen.
That last shot, that last heel, and straight back into the guillotine.
And Punk may be out. Reigns has got it in here. That might have been the last gasp for Punk.
Well, it was an upward strike from the heel right to the jaw of CM Punk, and he dropped instantly in the worst possible spot. Fortuitous for Roman Reigns, but CM
Punk took this into a penny combination. It actually looked like both men's shoulders were down there. But nonetheless, men collide center of the ring. Left in this place.
Ooh, ah.
The destiny right now. Feel for the two competitors in the ring. Where the hell do they go from here? Who has any energy left?
Critical point in the matchup. Champ and challenger have been beaten up.
Energy completely sapped. Both men perhaps terminally weakened, but somebody has to win this thing.
And they're still talking trash to one another. Box in the ears of Roman, box in the ears of Punk. Chop to Reigns, chop to Punk, chop to Reigns. Slugfest continues.
Two sluggers in the 12th round. Who's going to drop?
Still on his feet. He got Punk who's still on his feet. Something's got to give here, Wade.
Both men driven by pure hatred. This would have been over a long time ago without that.
Headbutt. And again, Punk's got that wound on the head. I'm not sure that was wise.
Trying to drop both men in the process. Forehead to forehead. Both men woozy. Shots now missing.
You mentioned 12th round, 4th quarter, 9th inning. What do you have left? Who's got more heart? Who's got more guts?
Las Vegas knows all about 12th round magic. Who's going to bring it now?
It's like old school Hagler Hearns here tonight. Oh, with a low blow. He distracted the official. He delivered a low blow. And Punk with a go to sleep. Punk going to steal the championship protection.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, if that shit rocked, I was about to be mad as shit. Like, yo, I'm trying to tell you, that shit just got me going. If that would have passed, I'd have been like, I'd have been no good. For real. Definitely a hell man.
And when this doesn't work, the referee temporarily unsighted a low blow, a GTS, and maybe you have to accept that.
That's Punk's second. Go to sleep.
Elbow after elbow. And another one is Reigns just tries to recover from this onslaught now by Punk.
Well, I don't know what else Punk has in store. I don't know what else tactically he can possibly have. After that was a break glass in emergency scenario. And Reigns kicked out.
This place is electric. I told you it's one of the great main events in WrestleMania history. And now CM Punk going to place Roman Reigns on the table. He has not yet recovered from the low blow and the numerous elbows delivered by Punk to Reigns.
Punk barely has the strength to get the massive frame of Reigns there, but he manages it in the end. And there's nothing at all happening in the eyes of the OTC. Perhaps on a different planet right now. And no clue what CM Punk is currently conspiring to execute.
I'll tell you what he's thinking of doing. He's coming up to the top rope. Roman Reigns is on the announce table. High risk maneuver coming for CM Punk. Do what you gotta do.
He missed last time. Roman got up. This time he's gonna get it.
Punk with an elbow through Reigns, through the table. Both men breaking in half.
And surprisingly, the referee taking a very close look after what we just saw. Punk going for broke. Punk connecting. Roman Reigns looking dead and buried at this point. A Punk barely faring any better.
This looks like a disaster scene out here. Somehow Punk's back to his feet. Roman Reigns is writhing in pain.
Punk simply cannot stay on his feet, stumbling around. But somehow looking the better of these two warriors.
What about the count out now? Like, ain't nobody worried about the count out. They both outside the ring. And been outside the ring for like 2 minutes now.
The referee's now barking at CM Punk get back in the ring. I think it's a little too late for law and order, ref.
Yeah, like,
Putting everything on the line for the championship. Punk crawling toward Roman Reigns.
And Punk has Reigns exactly where he needs him now. Can he deliver that killer blow?
Punk has done everything. He's pulled out all the stops. And now he's looking to put Roman Reigns away with one more. Go to sleep. GTS connecting. Caught Roman on the chin. Reigns, though, he just fell right back on Punk's shoulders.
Bounced off the rope. There's no way Reigns can even hold his own weight up there. And what a landing for Reigns. The worst possible one.
Punk with Reigns up yet again. And he just collapsed. Punk just collapsed.
Punk is spent. Punk is toast. What a lucky escape for Roman Reigns. Although, can he do anything?
lucky escape. Wow.
Exhaustion now setting in.
They're pushing the limits of humanity, both men.
Spear!
But Roman can't capitalize.
He gonna spear his ass again. I'm telling you, 3 spears and it's over. Look, he tried to slap Roman.
Reigns again with momentum. Another spear to Punk. Cover by Roman. Crowned him champ.
Yes! OTC gets his belt back. Oh my God, man. They had me just sweating right there, man. He's making his belt back, man. Oh. Now I gotta go to work, man. I gotta go to work. But I'm glad I got a chance to catch that.
7-time world
Wow, that was
chief is back at the head of
told you, AJ Lee loses her belt, and fucking they both lose their belt on WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? And they go retire because they did it all. They had all the belts. They, you know, CM Punk got his, you know, main event officially. We're good now.
Main event to cap off WrestleMania. 2 men in that ring who went above and beyond the
Roman got his belt back. We'll see him on Monday. You know, spitting how he do.
championship.
Yeah,
CM Punk never says die. I mentioned
that was great.
It is the MO of his entire
That was great.
In fact, the MO of his
Because they actually had me shaking like, damn, they gonna like give it to CM Punk like over Roman. It's not right if you give it to CM Punk over Roman. Like, what the fuck?
Just too much.
No.
The exhaustion got the Punk. Roman Reigns capitalized.
Champion.
Champion.
Well, let's look at some of the highlights of this match. This is CM Punk going for broke, connecting from the top rope through the announce table. Putting his body on the line. That's how much he needed this one, but here's where the exhaustion kicked in. Going for yet another GTX. This would have been the killer blow. That much we know. But CM Punk, after so much abuse, simply wilting under the weight of the OTC's carcass that at that point was defenseless. But here, that spear, number one, followed up by number two, and CM Punk, as groggy as you like, simply was spent. Was one of the most stunning matches I have ever personally witnessed here. And Roman Reigns tonight in the main event of WrestleMania, the glory and the gold are all yours.
All seems right in the world once again. Roman Reigns is holding gold. Roman Reigns is a world champion. Once to the sky for the OTC, the tribal chief who's back at the head of the table. You can all say what you want, but Roman Reigns was built for WrestleMania.